What's happening, gamers? This is Bradley here, and welcome back to another episode of
Bug and Bradley,
where you get to bug me with your questions and I get the granddaddy of all privileges, which is answering them. The first question comes from Nintendo, and he wants to know, how do you feel about half of the comments on your videos being beat haydocs? Well, it's all perfectly normal, it doesn't faze me, and I deal with it like any other normal sane person does, by smacking my head against the wall 50 freaking times. MW Luigi asks, I know you might have said it in a previous video, but what do you think of Yooka-Laylee? You excited, or you don't really care? Yes, I am certainly looking forward to Yooka-Laylee. I mean, I'm not like screaming at the top of my lungs on rooftops, but I am looking forward to it. The game is still very early in development, so we haven't seen a whole lot of it, so once we actually get to see more of it, I'll probably get more excited. But from the little bit that we've seen of it, it does look good. I mean, the game is being worked on by former Rare developers who worked on Banjo-Kazooie and whatnot, so they know what they're doing and they're veterans in the video game industry. So there's a good chance that Yooka-Laylee will turn out to be a great game. Plus, we really don't see a lot of 3D platforming collectathon type games anymore, so Yooka-Laylee will be a nice fresh reintroduction to it. And let's hope they bring back the little grunty noises when characters talk. Hank Hill on Twitter asks, favorite TV show? Well, I do watch several TV shows, and two of my favorites are The Flash and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. But if I had to pick just one, I would have to pick the one that I'm most excited to watch each week, and that is The Flash. I like the characters, whether that be Cisco, Barry Allen, who's a really cool superhero, and also the Reverse Flash is an awesome villain. He just has so much mystery behind him that it kept me coming back each week wanting to learn more about who this person was. Plus, there's a giant telepathic ape, so what's not to like? But holy canoodles, the season 2 finale for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was hands down the best episode in the entire series. So much stuff went down, it was awesome. Haydocs wants to know, do you improv your answers to these questions, or do you have like a script to read as you record? Well, it's pretty much all improv. I mean, I might look at the questions beforehand so I can get an idea of what I'm going to say, but besides that, it's all improvisation. Haydocs also wants to know, who is your favorite Nintendo game reviewer that ends with the letters AEDOX? As far as I'm aware, there's only one. And that is your mom.
Oh yeah!
Twip on Twitter wants to know, how does it feel after finally receiving your new 3DS XL? It's pretty awesome finally having my boo-boo back. I thought maybe I would never get it back because it took like 2 months, but I finally got it back. If you don't know, I sent my new 3DS XL to Japan to get a capture device installed on it so I can record gameplay footage from it. Do you wanna play a game? Come on, let's go and play. We can play some Xenoblade, wouldn't that be great? You are my bae. Adriel the Gamer 1 asks, are you planning to make reviews of anime or TV shows? Or are you just going to make more videos about Nintendo stuff? That is a good question because I was thinking about branching out into the world of comics. I do read comic books, I like watching comic book movies, and I like watching comic book TV shows, so maybe I can review that stuff. I wouldn't be doing away with my Nintendo stuff, I would just do the comic stuff like every now and then. So if that's something you guys would like to see, tell me in the comment section below. But as for reviewing anime, probably not, I don't watch anime. Manly Man wants to see pictures of young Bradzilla. Let's do this. Oh, would you look at that. Cuter than a button. Oh, he just gets cuter. Wait, what's this? Oh my, that is Hunkzilla. Wow.
Swag.
Subtoon wants to know the answer to a few different questions. Have you ever been to any E3s before? Why is That's Omniverse no longer weekly? And can you review Star Fox /64 3D for Star Fox Wii U? First off, I've never been to any E3 and I don't have any current plans to go to one. I just really don't have an interest to travel to E3 and play small bite-sized pieces of games. I'd rather just wait until the full game actually comes out. I'm sure I would have fun. I mean, I would be surrounded by video games and people who love them. Plus, I would be able to talk to some developers who I might know, whether that be Renegade Kid or Image Inform, which would be cool. But as of right now, I just really don't have the funds for it. Secondly, the reason why That's Omniverse is no longer weekly, and this is the biggest reason, is that I got burnt out on making those videos. And I just wanted to make more of different types of videos, whether that be my reviews or my That's Nintendo Crazy series. Plus, I started to feel that since I released them so frequently, they started to lose their value. So the gap between each episode is now longer, and it keeps me somewhat sane, so that's good. And finally, as for whether or not I'll review Star Fox before Star Fox Wii U comes out, well, maybe. The only Star Fox games I have are Star Fox 64 for the N64 and Star Fox Command for the DS. Maybe I can review one of those as part of my Blast from the Nintendo Past series, but just don't count on it. Jackson S wants to know, what bands do you listen to? I really don't listen to a whole lot of music. I only listen to music when I'm in the car or when I'm working out. But besides like the 10 songs I have on my iPod Touch that I listen to when I'm working out, I just listen to the radio in the car on 104.3, which plays like current stuff. Mystical Old Bard asks, Bradley, how do you remedy diarrhea? For my totally believable real-life experience, buffalo wings, with the side of Megadeth to numb the pain. Have fun. Red Fox Nintendo asks, Bradley, have you ever played a Pikmin game? If so, which is your favorite? Well, I played both Pikmin 2 and Pikmin 3, and my favorite is definitely Pikmin 3. The game looks great, and also the controls and gameplay are streamlined, so awesome. Old School Nintendo Gamer asks, can I 1v1 you in Club Penguin? No. E for Every Gamer Plus wants to know, what is your favorite Nintendo Wii U game? Smash Bros. Wii U. It's an awesome fighting game, and it becomes a wombo combo fest of deliciousness when you're playing with a group of friends. It's awesome. Also, Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze is another really good Wii U game, but I haven't played in a long time. Captain Entertainment asks, hey Bradley, what game from E3 besides Zelda Wii U are you most looking forward to? Well, Zelda Wii U is no longer going to be at E3, so that's kind of out the window. But what I am excited about are all the unknowns, all the games we have no idea are in existence, whether that be sequels or new IPs. There's just something really cool about seeing the opening moments of a trailer for a game you had no clue about. But I also want to see Star Fox Wii U and also a new Metroid. The All-Around Star asks, what's your main in Super Smash Bros. And why? I don't just stick with one character the whole time. I do like to mix it around somewhat because it does get rather boring if you just keep playing with the same character. But I do like Pac-Man because of his projectile attack, I like Little Mac because he's a super fast powerhouse, and I am starting to like Mewtwo. Also Rob, I started playing with him recently and he's awesome. I like his little disc thing that he charges up and throws. Joseph Borgia asks, what do you eat when you play video games? I really don't eat much when I play video games. I don't like getting all that dusty junk on my controllers and stuff, but I will have water, coffee, carrots, or maybe even a Fig Newton bar thing. Hyper Metal Sonic asks, how do I know when a girl likes me? When she starts doing this, you know you got a winner. Stale Cake Muffins ask, how often do you pick your nose? As often as it calls for it, baby. Be right back. Brett the Dog 303 asks, if you were Sakurai and you had the option to take out a character for the next game, who would it be? Lucina. Get her out of here. But for a character that isn't a clone, Olimar. Sorry about that, Olimar. The Lost Yoshi Egg asks, what game do you play the most out of every game you own? I do tend to jump from one game to the other because I do review games, but I had to go with Smash Bros. Wii U. Shaman Waffle asks, what is your favorite meme? Akira Death God asks, what do you think of Age of Ultron? I did like Age of Ultron, it was fun, it is probably up there as one of my favorite Marvel movies, but the original Iron Man is probably still at the top because that movie blew my mind when I saw it. I thought James Spader was a perfect voice for Ultron. He has that menacing voice, but it's also soothing to listen to. But Ultron just really wasn't a fleshed out character. I guess that just happens with movies because they're so short compared to TV shows. Loki is still up there as the top villain because he's been in multiple Marvel movies and he's had a lot of screen time, so we got character development. Hopefully with Avengers Infinity War, since it's 2 parts, hopefully that means Thanos' character will get fleshed out and he'll have a lot of screen time. And finally, Cookie Wolf 112 asks, can you write a poem? Roses are red, violets are blue. Haydox is an artificial intelligence, and he will kill you. And that will bring us to the end of the 14th episode of Bug and Bradley. If you like what you saw, please give this video a thumbs up and add your favorites and all that good stuff, and you can stay tuned for more videos in the future. If there is a question you want to ask me, leave that in the comment section below. But I will talk to you all in the next video, guys. Bye!
Once was a man from Peru who dreamed he was eating a shoe. He woke up with a fright in the middle of the night and found that his dream had come true.
Haydox is coming.